Hello everyone. In this lecture we are going to discuss the reduction with special reference to conversion of carbonyl group, that is C double bond O group to CH2 group, conversion of carbonyl group to methylene group. Before that, let us discuss what is meant by reduction. First we will discuss about the reduction. The reduction is the process, as all of you know, the reduction is the process of addition of hydrogen or addition of electron or removal of oxygen. If any one of these processes takes place, that process is called as a reduction. I am repeating again, addition of hydrogen or addition of electron or removal of oxygen is called as a reduction. Okay, let us see first different reducing agent and then we will discuss zinc in Hg, HCl and hydrazine, that is Wolff-Kishner, in detail. See, this is the conversion of cyclohexene into cyclohexane. What is the conversion takes place here? Just addition across carbon-carbon double bond takes place. Here you can clearly see that two hydrogen atoms are added across carbon-carbon double bond, and in this way alkene is converted to alkane. This is addition of hydrogen, which is called as a reduction. In this example again, see, there is addition of hydrogen takes place across this carbon-nitrogen bond. This is phenyl ring, it is CH2 single bond N, and hydrogen is added to this CH2, so it is CH3 now, so toluene, and H is added, H goes to nitrogen, so we get here dimethylamine. Now here also addition of hydrogen takes place, but along with the addition of hydrogen, here cleavage of this carbon-nitrogen bond takes place, so it is called as hydrogenolysis. It is hydrogenation and it is hydrogenolysis. It is the cleavage of carbon-nitrogen bond or carbon-carbon bond in some cases also. So addition of hydrogen as well as cleavage of bond, that is why called as a hydrogenolysis. It is again reduction reaction. Now reduction, as I told you, can also be takes place by adding the electrons. See some example that how electrons are added to the reactant and the conversion takes place, that is reduction takes place. See, this is the simple reaction, that is conversion of alkyne, that is carbon-carbon triple bond to carbon-carbon double bond. Alkyne here is converted into alkene. Here the stereochemistry of alkene is trans. So alkyne triple bonded compound is converted to double bonded compound having the stereochemistry trans. Okay. See, electron, in the first step electron has been added across carbon-carbon triple bond. Now which is the source of electron? Metal like sodium, magnesium, zinc, etc. These metals are electron donor and one electron is donated to this carbon-carbon triple bond. Prior to addition of electron, see, you have to open this pi bond on this carbon, either on this carbon or this carbon. So this pi bond will open on the carbon, so here negative charge, that is 2 excess electron, and obviously this carbon will electron deficient having the positive charge. The moment this carbon is electron deficient, this electron, the atom, the metal donates electron to this deficient carbon. So see, this dot, this radical indicates the one electron. This center is electron deficient because there are 7 electrons in the outermost orbit of carbon. Three bonds are there, so 3 to the 6 plus this one electron, that is free radical, so 7 electrons are there. Octet rule is not complete, so there is a deficiency of electron, 1 electron, so it is electron deficient species. So we get this radical anion. On one carbon there is a 2 electron, excess electron, so it is a carbanion anion, and this carbon have the single electron, that is free radical, so it is a radical. So radical anion is formed. In the next step, the protonation takes place. Ammonia itself acts as a source of proton. Ammonia donates H positive ion, that is proton, and this C negative and H positive CH bond formation takes place. In this way the radical anion is converted to carbon free radical. See, this dot, that is free radical, indicates 1 electron. This radical anion is converted to radical. In the next step, again that metal, for example sodium, donates, or lithium donates electron to this deficient center, that is free radical. Already 1 electron is there. Now by donating this electron, adding this electron, now 2 electrons are there. So we can write it in the form of negative charge. So C negative carbanion is formed. Okay. After that again protonation takes place. Which is the source of proton? Ammonia itself acts as a source of proton. This carbanion and this proton C negative and H positive CH bond formation takes place. In this way the two protons, two hydrogen atoms added across carbon-carbon triple bond to give this addition product, hydrogenated product, that is alkene. In this way triple bond is converted to double bond. Okay, this is the reduction via electron transfer. Now next is a reductive coupling of ketones. What is meant by coupling? When two monomers, two molecules are coupled together, added together, that is called as a coupling. Here see, it is a ketone, R C double bond O R. Two molecules of ketone are there and they couple to each other, and here there is a formation of this diol takes place. Here it is a diol because two hydroxy groups are there. It is a vicinal diol or 1,2 diol, and these two H groups are at 1 and 2 position with respect to each other, so called as a vicinal diol. Okay. See, in the first step what happens, this magnesium is the metal, that metal donates its lone pair, the magnesium is the metal, sorry, it donates the electron to this carbonyl carbon. We know that in carbonyl carbon oxygen is more electronegative. In carbonyl group oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. So these pi bonded electrons are open on the oxygen. Oxygen bears negative charge and carbon bears positive charge, that is deficiency is there. This magnesium donates electron to the carbon. Now magnesium is a bivalent. If you take two molecules of ketone, one electron goes to this carbon, first carbon, carbonyl carbon, and other goes to the another carbonyl carbon. In this way we get two molecules, two free, alkoxy free radical molecules, moieties. See, this pi bond is open on oxygen, so negative charge is there, that is electron rich, and this carbon is deficient and the magnesium donates electron. So we get, it is a, you can say it is alkoxy free radical. Stable or unstable? Of course unstable. Now in the next step what happens? These two alkoxy radical combines to each other to form the bond, carbon-carbon bond. This radical of carbon, this carbon free radical, and the carbon free radical of another alkoxy molecule, alkoxy ion, bond is formed because one bond is formed by the two electron, one electron from this carbon, one electron from other carbon, bond is formed, and in this way coupling takes place, carbon-carbon bond formation, and we get this dioxide ion. And finally it is protonated. So protonation of both oxide ion takes place here, so they are converted to OH and we get the stable diol. It is a coupling reaction. In this way the ketone is converted to diol. Same example here, by we have used the cyclohexanone as a ketone, two molecules. In the first step magnesium will donate its electron, pi bond is open on oxygen, so oxygen have the negative charge, electron rich, carbon is deficient, this electron from magnesium, here radical is formed. Now such two radicals, such two alkoxy radical combines together to form the carbon-carbon bond, and we get this dioxide ion, and finally protonation. Oxide ions are converted to OH. In this way we get diol. So we have discussed that how the electron transfer, reduction takes place by electron transfer, how the reductive coupling of ketone takes place. Then next category is of the reduction is by using the hydride ion donor reagents. For example, lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. Here general example has been taken. We will discuss a lot of about this lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride as well as its derivatives later on. Now just for this moment we are going to discuss the how the lithium aluminum hydride is used as a hydride ion donor. So in aldehyde or ketone, the carbonyl carbon is electron deficient. As usual, you know that the oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. These pi bonded electrons are open on the oxygen, carbon is deficient. Now this lithium aluminum hydride having the hydride ions, that it donates one of the hydride ion to the carbonyl carbon. These pi bonded electrons are open on the oxygen, carbon is deficient. Now this hydride ion, that is H negative, and this carbon which is deficient, bond is formed, carbon hydrogen bond. Here it is carbon hydrogen bond, and this metal part, that is lithium part, will form the ionic bond with this oxide ion, O negative, and this Li positive. And finally we know that on hydrolysis this part is converted to OH. In this way you can see here the ketone, that is C double bond O, is converted into CHOH. Okay. In this way ketone is converted to secondary alcohol. Okay. Ketone is converted to secondary alcohol by using the hydride ion transferring reagent, that is lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. Okay. Now before moving to our topic, that is a conversion of C double bond O to CH2, let us see the catalytic hydrogenation first. Catalytic hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen across carbonyl group or carbon-carbon double bond in presence of catalyst, metal catalyst like palladium, platinum, nickel, ranitidine, etc. metal catalyst. See here, this is a carbon-carbon double bond, alkene. On reduction with H2, hydrogenation, palladium with charcoal, the addition across carbon-carbon double bond takes place and hydrogens are added across carbon-carbon double bond and we get CH2 single bond CH3. Okay, that is ethyl benzene. See this example here, two functional groups are here. One is C double bond O, that is carbonyl group, and other is OH. And we can correlate these two functional group. This is a carbonyl group, this is a alpha carbon, or we can correlate with respect to this. Let us see. This is alpha carbon and this is a beta group. At the beta position there is a carbonyl group, so it is called as a beta hydroxyketone. Okay, so on reduction with yeast reductase, this carbonyl group is converted into secondary alcohol. It means there is nothing but addition of hydrogen across carbonyl group takes place. One hydrogen goes to this carbon, another hydrogen goes to the oxygen, and we get the secondary alcohol. But what is the beauty of this reaction? That we get the carbon secondary alcohol which is optically active. This we can see this carbon is asymmetric as it is attached to four different groups: methyl, OH, hydrogen and CH2OH. This carbon is asymmetric, this compound is optically active. Okay, this is the important reaction where we can synthesize the chiral compounds. So remember this yeast for the reduction purpose. Okay, now let us come to our main point for this lecture. As I told you in the first slide that we are going to discuss the reduction of carbonyl to methylene, that is C double bond O to CH2, conversion of C double bond O to CH2. First reagent that we are going to discuss is Clemmensen reduction, Clemmensen reagent. It is zinc amalgam, that is ZnHg with hydrochloric acid. With zinc amalgam, this C double bond O is converted to CH2. C double bond O is converted to CH2. We will see the mechanism in the later slides. First, let us see the applications. See, this is a benzaldehyde. On reaction with Clemmensen reagent, this C double bond O is converted to CH2. So CH2 and this H is already there, means CH3. So benzene ring, phenyl ring is attached to CH3, that is methyl benzene, that is toluene. But you have to remember just that you have to convert the C double bond O to CH2 only. Here, whatever may be the long chain, don't worry about that. Convert this C double bond O to CH2. Remaining will remains as it is. Here, two functional groups are there. One is carbonyl group and other is COOH group. COOH group is as it is, no change. The C double bond O is converted to CH2. C double bond O is converted to CH2. So in all these examples what we have discussed, that the other functional groups are not affected, only the carbonyl group of aldehyde or ketone is converted into CHOH, that is alcoholic group. Okay, if aldehyde is there, we will get the primary, C double bond O of the aldehyde or ketone is converted to CH2, not CHOH. Okay, it is a reduction. Now, this is mechanism which is very interesting. See, this is ketone, general example we have taken here. ZnHgSCl is there. So, SCl means it is a acid proton donor as per Lorentz and Bronsted concept. So, in the very first step, what happens, that proton which is electron deficient attack on the lone pair of oxygen. This oxygen have the lone pairs, 2 lone pair of electrons. So, oxygen hydrogen bond takes place, bond formation takes place. What is the nature of that bond? The bond which is formed by the donation of lone pair from the oxygen to the hydrogen is a coordinate bond. So, oxygen hydrogen bond is formed, coordinate bond formation, and as the oxygen donates lone pair, what is the charge on the oxygen? The charge over the oxygen is positive. That is, it shows the deficiency. It shows that the lone pair has been donated to the hydrogen for the formation of bond. What is the name of this species? It is oxonium ion. Stable or unstable? Unstable. Now it will try to stabilize. Now oxygen gain its lone pair, which is initially lost, by shifting this electron toward itself. These 2 pi bonded electrons are shifted on the oxygen. Oxygen withdraw this pi bonded electron toward itself. In this way it gets its lone pair. Now what is the charge on carbon? Now carbon is deficient, positive charge is there. The carbon having positive charge is called as a carbonium ion. It is stable or unstable? Of course it is unstable, because the octet is not complete. Sextate of electron is complete, octet is not complete. Now it will try to stabilize itself. So this zinc is there, ZnHgSCl, we know the reagent. Zinc is a bivalent. It donates its 2 electrons to this deficient carbon. So these 2 electrons are written in the form of negative charge. Negative charge means 2 electrons. So carbonium ion is converted to carbanion, and after donation of these 2 electrons to this carbonium ion, it is converted to Zn dipositive, that is zinc ion. Okay, so carbonium ion is converted to carbanion. Is stable or unstable? It is unstable. In the next step, protonation takes place. C negative H positive CH bond formation takes place. In this way, ketone is converted to secondary alcohol first. Again, the acid, that is HCl, plays its role. The proton from that acid again attack on the lone pair of oxygen of the OH group. So oxygen hydrogen bond is formed. What is the nature of this bond? Coordinate bond. We get oxonium ion. Oxygen donates lone pair, that's why it is deficient. Oxonium ion. Stable or unstable? Again unstable. It will try to stabilize itself. Now shift this bonded pair of electron on the oxygen. Carbon oxygen bond cleavage takes place. Oxygen gain its lone pair, which is donated to hydrogen. Now what is the charge on carbon? Positive charge. That is carbonium ion formation takes place. Carbonium ion. Is it stable? No, it is unstable, because sextate is complete. We want completion of octet. Now this zinc donates its 2 electron to this deficient center. So it is carbanion. These 2 electrons are donated. So these 2 electrons are written in the form of negative charge here, that is electron richness. After donation of the 2 electron, zinc is converted to zinc ion. Next is protonation. C negative H positive bond is formed. In this way, we get alkane. In this way, C double bond O is converted to CH2. C double bond O is converted to CH2. Ketone is converted to alkane. I am repeating the mechanism again. The first step is protonation of the oxygen. Oxygen donates lone pair to the hydrogen, proton. Oxonium ion formation. Then pi bonded electrons are open on the oxygen, carbonium ion formation. Now zinc donates its pair of electron to the carbonium ion. So here carbanion formation. Zinc ion is a byproduct. Then protonation, C negative H positive CH. We get the intermediate product, that is secondary alcohol, as ketone is here. If I start from aldehyde, I will get the primary alcohol. Then these steps are again repeated. Again protonation of the lone pair, protonation of OH, oxonium ion formation. Then oxygen gain its lone pair, loss of water molecule, carbonium ion formation. Then zinc donates lone pair, sorry, its 2 electron to this deficient center. We get the carbanion, and finally protonation. And we get, in this way, this C double bond O is converted to CH2. So, okay. Okay. Let us see again some examples. Here it is acetophenone. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. In this way, acetophenone is converted to ethyl benzene. Cyclohexanone, C double bond O is converted to CH2. In this way, cyclohexanone is converted to cyclohexane. Here C double bond O and COOH, 2 functional groups are there. COOH is as it is, no change. Only this C double bond O is reduced to CH2. Here 2 functional groups are there, OH and C double bond O. Long chain of carbon chain is there. OH is as it is, no change. Only C double bond O is reduced to CH2. Nothing changed, no change is there. Okay. Okay, now let us see some other changes, other modifications of other functional groups by using the ZnHGSCl. Nitro group is converted to NH2, it is a reduction. NO2 group is reduced to NH2. That NO2 to NH2 can be again can be converted into tin with hydrochloric acid, ammonium sulfide, sodium sulfide. Other reagents are also there. The same conversion takes place here. Now see, these 4 reactions are just here to show that how the different reducing agent converts NO2 group to different functional group. Here NO2 is converted to NH2. Here by using, if I use zinc in ammonium chloride in water media, or zinc in calcium chloride in water media, then NO2 is converted to NHOH, that is hydroxylamine. Nitro group is converted to hydroxylamine by using this reagent. Just you have to remember this, the role of functional different reagent for the conversion, for the transformation of functional group to different functional group. Here zinc in NaOH is used with the by combination of methanol and water as a solvent. Here the coupling reaction takes place and we get the diazobenzene, this N double bond and azo group formation takes place. Very interesting. If I use zinc dust in NaOH and if I heat it, then I get the hydrazine. This NHNH functional group is hydrazine. It is a diphenyl hydrazine. See the difference? Here by this reagent I get hydrazine, by this reagent I get azo, by this reagent I get hydroxylamine, and by this ZnHGSCl I get NH2. Just try to remember this. Okay, this is all about the Clemmensen reagent. Now, let us see another reagent for the today's lecture, that is the Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. The Wolff-Kishner reagent is hydrazine with NaOH. NH2NH2 is hydrazine with alkaline media. The function of the reagent is same as that of Wolff-Kishner, no change. That is the conversion of C double bond O to CH2. Only the reagent is changes, and the mechanism, obviously mechanism will also change. Let us see some example first and then we will discuss about the mechanism. So it is benzaldehyde. This C double bond O is converted to CH2 and this H, that is CH3. In this way benzaldehyde is converted to methyl benzene, that is toluene. See this example. It is benzophenone, C double bond O is reduced to CH2. It is correction, mistake is there. Just remember that here CH2 group is there. Sorry for this, it is there is a correction. Just remember C double bond O is converted to CH2. Next, Cyclohexanone is converted to cyclohexane. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. It is reduction, addition of hydrogen. See this example. Bromine is as it is, no change. Only C double bond O is reduced to CH2. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. Nothing is change is there. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. Here again C double bond O, just concentrate on the C double bond O, forget about other part. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. C double bond O is reduced to CH2. Ketone is converted to alkane. Halogen is as it is, just C double bond O carbonyl group is converted to CH3, no change. Here it is very interesting. Ester groups are as it is, no change, not react with ester. Carbonyl group is reduced to CH2. So CH2 and this is that is CH3. Aldehyde is reduced to CH3. Nothing change. Ester is as it is. Very interesting example. Yeah. See, this is a alkoxy. O oxygen is attached to phenyl ring. This is acidic group, functional group, carboxylic group, carbonyl group. All remains as it is. Only C double bond O is reduced to CH2. Very interesting, very selective. Only conversion of C double bond to CH2. Yes. Now let us finally see the mechanism of Wolff-Kishner. How the C double bond O of ketone and aldehyde is converted to CH2. In the first step, this ketone and this hydrazine react to form the shape base, imine formation, C double bond N functional group formation. It is very facile, it is very feasible reaction at room temperature even, where this H2 and this oxygen, that is water molecule, has been removed and we get C double bond N formation. C double bond N. So what do we get after removal of this water molecule H2 and O? C double bond N single bond NH2. C double bond N single bond NH2. What is this? It is C double bond N is imine functional group. It is just similar to that, where we know that aldehyde or ketone on reaction with amine, that is RNH2, water molecule is removed H2O and there is a formation of C double bond N, that is imine functional group. In the next step, this NaOH, that is base, abstract the proton. This proton has been abstracted, removal of proton, and this bonded pair of H positive and OH negative water molecule will be lost and this bonded pair of electron will shifted on the nitrogen. What is the charge on the nitrogen now? Negative charge. Because this carbon nitrogen hydrogen bond breaks hydrolytically, where the nitrogen gain both the electrons and nitrogen bears negative charge. Nitrogen having negative charge, whether it is stable or unstable, it is unstable. In the next step, what happens? Protonation takes place. Now see what happens here. This negative charge, that is these two electrons are shifted here. So these two electron negative charge, these two electrons are utilized in the formation of pi bond. Now here there is a double bond between nitrogen, nitrogen double bond, you can clearly see here. And when this new bond is formed, the valency of nitrogen will disturb. So at the same time, when this new bond formation as well as opening of this pi bond takes place simultaneously. These pi bonded electrons are open here on the carbon. So here carbanion formation, and as well as soon as carbanion ion formation takes place, protonation takes place. Now which source is act as a source, which is the source of a proton here? Water molecule. This water molecule, which is lost in the first and second step, act as a source of proton. When this negative charge carbanion formation takes place, at the same time protonation takes place, CH bond formation. So you can see here CH bond formation as well as formation of nitrogen double bond takes place simultaneously, and we get this moiety. N double bond N means azo group formation takes place. In the next step, now we know that this in Wolff-Kishner there is a alkali also, NaOH. That NaOH, that is basic media, alkaline media, OH negative, that is hydroxide ion, which is basic in nature, it abstracts this proton which is attached to the nitrogen. By abstracting this proton, this hydroxide ion and this proton, lots of water molecule takes place, and this bonded pair of electrons are open on the nitrogen. H positive and OH negative water molecule is lost. This bonded pair of electrons are shifted on the nitrogen. What is the charge on nitrogen? Negative charge. Stable or unstable? Unstable. Now we will try to stabilize itself. In the next step, this negative charge, that is these two excess electrons are open up here. Now nitrogen triple bond formation takes place. And this, when this new bond is formed, the valency of this nitrogen will disturb because it is travel. It cannot, when this new bond is formed, at the same time this nitrogen carbon bond breaking takes place. This N triple bond N, that is nitrogen molecule, get evolved, and this bonded pair of electrons are shifted on the carbon. What is the charge on carbon? Negative, carbanion formation, because this bonded pair of electrons are shifted on the carbon. So here we get carbanion. Obviously it is unstable. In the next step, protonation takes place. What is the source of proton? Water molecule. So H positive from this water molecule, which is the source of proton, and this C negative bond is formed. In this way we get alkane. If you see this C double bond O and this CH2, ketone is converted to CH2 group.